why the study is conducted in the banking sector, the segment of the problem and objectives in the other part. And I would like to touch some of the obstacles that I have experienced when I conduct the research and the limitations. The other methodology, the analysis part is also helped in the findings. And these are the outlines that are going to be covered under this presentation. When we come to the background of the study, the first point is history of banking in Ethiopia. When was banking service started in Ethiopia? It was around 1908. During Imperial Menelik, banking service in Ethiopia was started. And then after, especially the current government, around 1997, these banks, before that the bank sector was monopolized by the state government or the government. But after 1992, there is some sort of privatization, and then some sort of changes significant changes were made in 1993. The structure of the industry is changed. The other, there is a change in the interest rates of the bank, as well as even the government was providing license or permission for private banks, and this kind of change took place. After that, 6 private banks have been set up. Of these banks, the Bank of Abyssinia was one of them. The other point, why do I select the banking or the banking sector as a case study? When I come to this, my topic is on customer relationship management. And when you see the customer relationship management, in the case of banking sector, these banking industries the services are related to finance, are related to money. So if it is related to money, this money needs what? It demands much more trust or commitment. There should be credibility. Because of this, the relationship between the service taker and the service provider should be strong in the case of banking sector. If it is a manufacturing enterprise, you can deliver your physical goods, and the relationship may not be as such important, just like that of the service industry, especially bank, because in this case there is finance, there is money. In that case, credibility or trust is very important, crucial in the case of finance industry. The other, when you take service differentiation, when these industries take some diversification strategy, if they have the intention to diversify their products, the banking industries do have limited diversification strategies. For example, they may use different electronics banking systems or others, but it is not just like that of other service industries or any other manufacturing industry. Because of this, maintaining good relationship can serve as a good core competency or competitive advantage. Because of this, I would like to give much more emphasis on the banking sector. Since relationship is very important there. The other point, the indicators or symptoms in the statement of the problem. When I select this topic, in the case of Abyssinia, I have observed some indicators. Of this, the first one, lack of commitment and trust. There was no commitment or trust on the side of top level management. A year before, 1 year before, the senior officials of Abyssinia Bank was arrested because of corruption of around 57 million. Because of that, there is lack of trust on the side of the senior officials. So this is one symptom, and trust is It is the foundation for maintaining or building relationships. The other, there was active involvement of shareholders in the banking management. In the case of Abyssinia Bank, the shareholders were actively involved in the management system of the bank. Why? Because they lose credibility or trust on top level officials. So this was one of the indicators. The other, depositors were switching from Abyssinia Bank to another bank. So this can be what? A good signal for what? Absence of relationship management in the case of Abyssinia Bank. Having this in mind, I intended to investigate the problem of customer relationship management. So, in order to investigate the customer relationship management practice in case of Abyssinia Bank, I have raised these 4 basic concerns. The first one is related to the benefits of customer relationship management. How can the benefits of customer relationship management be described in the Bank of Abyssinia? The other was it's related to the different elements that can prevail in customer relationship management. What are the fundamental elements in customer relationship management, and what effects do these elements have on customer loyalty? So this is the second basic question. The other, I would like to investigate the effectiveness of the bank's customer relationship management practice. How effective does Abyssinia Bank to manage its relation with customers? The last question was the fundamental challenges, or what were the fundamental barriers that may affect or hinder the performance of Abyssinia Bank in connection with relationship management. So these points, these were the basic questions. The objective, they are related to the basic questions, no need to repeat them. They are more or less similar. The other point, the major obstacles that I have faced when I conduct the research, there was shortage of time at that time, and lack of related research works, books and journals. There's shortage of materials in the library, unwillingness of some respondents to complete the questionnaire properly. These were the obstacles that I have experienced at that time. When I come to the limitations, the first limitation, I used a multi-stage sampling technique. The multi-stage sampling technique is one of the probability sampling technique. It has, when you see the different types of probability sampling technique, multi-stage sampling technique is a relatively biased sampling technique. Because of this, there might be some problem in order to generalize the findings because it's a stage sampling technique. The other, my research does not address the branch banks of Abyssinia, which are situated outside of Addis Ababa. These were the limitations that I have experienced.